So, a theme I think about a lot with AI is inequality. I mean, it's something that has been thematic for most of my adulthood, but I think about it even more with AI because, especially the last 5 to 10 years, it's just been such a major thing within the conversation of just economics and politics, right? And now with AI, it's unclear to me how AI helps or exacerbates the problem of inequality. And I do wonder, how do we even solve for this? Because on one hand, we have this beautiful thing where everybody at some point is going to get some level of intelligence, emphasis on the word some here, but not everybody's going to get access to the best types of intelligence and the most advanced forms of intelligence because it costs money, right? It costs money for these companies, from Meta to XAI to OpenAI to all these huge companies and also the Chinese companies. They're investing billions and eventually maybe even $1 trillion into the space of AI because it's just such a big kahuna, right? It's such a big potential economic and technological evolution that why wouldn't we be investing so much money in something that could really change humanity to the extent that the promises are, right? Medical advancement, space, et cetera, and climate change, et cetera. And yet they're spending so much money, so they're going to look for a return. I mean, stipulated in OpenAI's agreement with Microsoft is that OpenAI has to be able to pay back Microsoft the money that's invested, which is, upwards of $10 billion, right? So if that's true, then these companies are incentivized to therefore also pay that back and get people to pay for AI that they use. Therefore, it's hard for me to imagine that everybody gets the best intelligence in their pockets for free. Like that we have 8 billion people or 9 billion people who have access to the very best AI intelligence, the AI that the world has, right? It stands to reason that governments and corporations, especially Fortune 500 corporations, which can afford to pay for the most advanced types of intelligence, and then the high net worth individuals, and then middle class, and then everybody else getting definitely a high level of intelligence, but will it be the most advanced? And I guess this is the question because yes, maybe the open source movement will provide for me the best LLM in the world. That might be possible, that it would lap ChatGPT 5 even. But corporations and governments can be paying for not just LLMs, but also customizing those LLMs as well as applying the latest advanced AI and robotics, et cetera, to whatever it is they need to do, whatever their mandates are. And so that to me feels like inequality is not going to go away. And my suspicion or my hope would be that we come up with a philosophy or a human rights way of thinking where, hey, intelligence at a certain level is itself a human right, right? And maybe it is such that it is the right of every human to have the best level of intelligence. I think that would be the right thing to do because in a way it's like AI is like a gun, right? AI is like artificial is like would or not be covered if the founding fathers started a new country today? Would they have put in the Second Amendment that you have a right to bear artificial intelligence? Because I think AI can be used as a weapon. It can also be used as a transformative technology that changes your life as well as changes industry, changes all this kind of stuff. So like if we're talking about AI, and I did a post about, you know, what does AGI look like and how does OpenAI and other organizations rank AGI? Because in one of OpenAI's definitions is that AGI is something that can help us on an organizational level. In fact, that its intelligence is so great that it can run organizations. Now, that is extremely powerful. If every single person in the world could harness that level of intelligence, that they could literally run an organization, that would mean running all the mechanics of a business or running all the administration of a business, making strategic decisions, et cetera, et cetera. And so what does that look like if everybody has that? I don't know. And I'm not sure we're going to get that, unfortunately. And so this is definitely, no matter where you stand politically or economically, I think this is a dilemma that we're going to face, right? Where there is going to be an outsized impact on people who have the finances to fund and to deploy the latest and greatest AI. And it's just a fact that there are going to be people out there who don't know how to use it today. It's already, the advantage goes to people who know how to use AI, right? Or know how to deploy it in their own personal lives as well as their organizations. And they are getting ahead. They're also laying people off in that process. And then there's going to be that group of people who just don't even encounter it at all. Millions, if not billions of people today. And so how much is AI today accelerating the productivity of the people who are using AI, and how much is it leaving everybody else who isn't using it behind? Now, I think we're all moving to this state where AI is easier and easier to use. That's the hope. And so maybe that goes away. Maybe as it's more multilingual, as it's more advanced, it's easier to use, then everybody can use it in their personal lives. But I haven't seen it yet. I do think it's coming quickly, but I guess we'll see. There you go. So curious what your thoughts on are, and yeah, leave some comments.